Welcome to the Richland 2 Sports Wrap, a weekly show dedicated to the athletic teams in Richland 2. We begin this edition of the Sports Wrap with a look at lacrosse. The Blythewood girls hosted R&E in a district matchup. The Lady Bengals' experience and speed helped them secure a 23-2 victory over the Lady Cavs. Spring Valley took on Ridgeview. The girls' game was close, but as the game progressed, the Lady Vikings started to put the ball in the cage as they went on to beat the Lady Blazers 10-5. The Vikings dominated the boys' game as they went on to win this one 9-3. The Blythewood boys hosted White Knoll. The Bengals dominated the field, scoring early and often as they went on to beat the Timberwolves 17-4. The R&E boys traveled to Irmo to take on the Yellow Jackets. The game was a tough defensive battle, but Irmo came out on top, beating the Cavs 4-3. Over to soccer, the Blythewood girls hosted Ridgeview in a tough defensive battle. As the clock ticked down, Lady Bengal forward Yinka Ladapo finds the back of the net to lead Blythewood to a 1-0 victory over the Lady Blazers. Spring Valley hosted R&E in a rivals match. The Lady Vikings controlled the action in the girls' game with Kat Lenti putting 2 in to lead the Spring Valley girls to a 2-0 victory over the Lady Cavs. The boys' game was a tough defensive battle with it tied up at 1 apiece at the end of regulation play, but R&E went on to win in penalty kicks. Final score R&E 2, Spring Valley 1. Over to softball, Spring Valley hosted R&E in a rivals game. The Lady Vikings dominated the plate, driving in run after run, helping them secure this 23-0 victory over the Lady Cavs. Blythewood hosted Ridgeview in a rivals matchup. The Lady Bengals' strong hitting led them to a 23 victory over the Lady Blazers. Over to baseball, Westwood hosted Lower Richland. The Redhawks played hard but couldn't stop the Hornets' bats as they went on to lose this one 7-2. Blythewood hosted Ridgeview in a rivals game. The Bengals got on the board early with some solid base hits, driving in a few runs to take the lead. Ridgeview rallied in the later innings but couldn't catch up thanks to Bengal pitcher Zach Hamilton's strong performance at the mound, racking up 10 strikeouts and leading the Bengals to a 3-2 victory over the Blazers. That'll do it for this edition of the Sports Wrap. Tune in next week for all your Richland 2 sports scores and highlights.